The Trump administration decided to restrict the export of Nvidia's chips to China, and that was something the company had tried to prevent. Nvidia's CEO, Jensen Huang, attended a dinner on April 4th at Trump's Mar-a-Lago club in Florida. I believe it was $1 million a plate kind of affair, and that was just one effort that they've taken to build ties to the Trump administration. An even bigger one was that Nvidia said it would invest billions of dollars to build what it calls AI supercomputers in Texas. But at least for the short term, these efforts didn't lead to results.
Well, let's talk about data centers. Blackwell.
In recent weeks, officials at the National Security Council in the White House called in Nvidia, including Chief Executive Jensen Huang, to talk about the H20, to talk about global supply chains. And I think the result of those discussions was the NSC was affirmed in its belief that it was too dangerous to allow China to buy these H20 chips, that it would allow their AI models to advance too quickly, and that this was technology that needed to be shut off. The H20 chip was designed for Chinese customers. It's tweaked to stay within the boundaries set by the Biden administration on chip exports to China. So it is not the most advanced chip that Nvidia makes. Those are only available to customers in the US and elsewhere. But it is advanced enough that many Chinese companies that are developing AI models have found it useful, and they've ordered thousands of these chips. I think someone would argue that there are perverse consequences to limiting the export of US chips to China, which is that China will try even harder to develop their own substitutes for these chips and their own substitutes for the whole chip supply chain. Artificial intelligence is changing everyone's lives. It's changing the way we do business. It's changing the way we search for information on the internet. And a big question is what kind of global trade will take place in the tools and the chips that are needed to advance artificial intelligence? Will Chinese companies be able to develop the same types of tools that American companies are developing? And the answer increasingly from both the Biden administration and now the Trump administration is no, we need to stop China from matching what the US can do. Could be better for the American military to have AI that maybe China can't get, but it also could hurt US companies that are losing business with China. So it's a delicate question of international relations and also the best way to promote an industry that is clearly key to our future.